Hello, everyone. Inspire with Molly Bloom. Today I talk to you 5 rules to go from fail to success. Imagine pouring your heart and soul into something only to see it fail. It's heartbreaking, isn't it? But what if I told you that failure could be the key to your next big breakthrough? Today, I'll share 5 simple rules to help you turn failure into success. Failures often feel like roadblocks, but they are really stepping stones to success. Today, I'll share 5 essential rules that will help you transform failures into achievements. Remember, it's not about how many times you fall, it's about how you rise. Rule 1, accept failure as part of growth. Many people fear failure, but the truth is, every successful person has failed multiple times. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of the process. When you fail, ask yourself, what did I learn? Treat every setback as an opportunity to grow and improve. Rule 2, take responsibility. Blaming others or circumstances won't change the outcome. Own your mistakes. This is the first step toward improving. Taking responsibility empowers you to regain control and make better choices in the future. Remember, you're not a victim of your failure, you're the driver of your success. Rule 3, adjust your strategy, not your goal. Failing doesn't mean your dream is impossible, it means your approach needs adjustment. Be flexible with your methods, but firm about your vision. Experiment, innovate, and adapt until you find what works. Think of it as navigating with a GPS. If you hit a roadblock, the GPS recalculates you should too. Rule 4, surround yourself with resilient people. The company you keep has a massive impact on your mindset. Surround yourself with people who uplift, inspire, and challenge you to do better. Learn from their stories of perseverance and let their energy fuel your journey. Success is contagious, but so is negativity. Choose wisely. Rule 5, never stop trying. Failure only becomes permanent when you give up. Success is often just one step beyond your last attempt. Keep trying, even when it's hard. Your persistence will pay off. As Winston Churchill said, success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. Accept failure as part of growth. Failure is often seen as something negative, something to avoid at all costs. But in reality, failure is one of the most powerful tools for growth and self-improvement. Let me explain why. Failure is a teacher. When you fail, you learn lessons that success simply cannot teach. Every mistake uncovers a gap in your knowledge, a skill you need to develop, or an area where you can improve. Think about famous failures. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Every failed attempt brought him closer to creating the light bulb." Failure builds resilience. Facing setbacks and pushing through them strengthens your character. Each time you bounce back, you grow tougher and more determined. This resilience becomes a core part of who you are and prepares you for even bigger challenges. Consider athletes. They lose matches, miss shots, and fall short of records. But it's their ability to rise again and keep training that transforms them into champions. Failure eliminates fear. One of the greatest fears holding people back is the fear of failing. But once you experience failure and realize it's not the end of the world, that fear begins to fade. The moment you embrace failure as part of the process, you start taking more risks, exploring more opportunities, and growing beyond your limits. Failure reframes success. Success feels far more rewarding when you've fought through failures to achieve it. Those struggles add meaning to your journey and make you appreciate every step of the way. Imagine climbing a mountain. Reaching the peak is far more fulfilling if you faced obstacles like steep trails and unpredictable weather than if you were simply flown to the top. How to accept failure. To embrace failure as part of growth. Change your perspective. Instead of seeing failure as an endpoint, view it as feedback. It's simply a signal that something needs to change. Reflect and learn after every failure. Ask yourself, what went wrong? What can I do differently next time? Stay positive, remember, Every failure is temporary and brings you one step closer to success. Never stop trying. Failure feels heavy, it can drain your motivation and make you question whether your goal is even worth it. But here's the truth, failure only becomes permanent when you give up. As long as you keep trying, you still have a chance to succeed. Success often hides beyond your last attempt. Think about how close many people come to their goals before giving up. Sometimes they stop just before a breakthrough. Consider the story of Colonel Harlan Sanders, the founder of KFC. He was rejected more than 1,000 times before someone finally agreed to use his fried chicken recipe. Imagine if he had given up after the 10th, 100th, or even 999th rejection. His persistence created a global brand. Success often comes when you least expect it, but only if you're still in the game. Persistence outweighs talent. Talent and intelligence are great, but persistence is what separates dreamers from achievers. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, was cut from his high school basketball team. Instead of giving up, he used that rejection as fuel to improve. Talent alone isn't enough. It's your ability to persevere that makes the difference. 3, hard work feels hard for a reason. The road to success is filled with challenges for a reason, to test how badly you want it. Each obstacle you face and overcome builds your resilience, skills, and character. Every time you try again, you're not starting over from scratch, you're starting with more knowledge, experience, and strength than before. Even small, consistent efforts compound over time. Each attempt, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. 4, enthusiasm is the key to endurance. Winston Churchill said it best: success consists of going from failure to failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. The people who succeed aren't necessarily those who never fail, they're the ones who maintain their energy and determination even after multiple setbacks. Staying positive and enthusiastic keeps you motivated even when the road is tough. How to never stop trying. Break goals into smaller steps, focus on what you can do today, instead of being overwhelmed by the big picture. Celebrate small wins. Every small victory is proof that you're making progress, even if it doesn't feel like it yet. Find your why. Remind yourself why you started in the first place. A strong purpose fuels persistence. Surround yourself with encouragement. Keep supportive people around you who remind you of your potential when you feel like quitting. Failure is often the most misunderstood gift we receive. It teaches us resilience, shapes our character, and brings us closer to success. So let's be grateful for our failures because they guide us toward becoming our best selves. Thank you for listening, and may your journey from failure to success inspire others.